Hi, I'm Mike, founder of GoodBed.com. Today we're going to be reviewing the Saatva mattress. And we're particularly excited to be reviewing this mattress because Saatva has really been a pioneer in the online mattress space. They have been selling mattresses directly to consumers through their website without any retail stores for over 5 years now. And over that time period, they have accumulated a lot of really good feedback on GoodBed.com from people who have purchased Saatva mattresses. You may be aware that in recent years, they've broadened their product lineup to include memory foam mattresses under the Lumen Leaf brand, as well as latex mattresses under the Zen Haven brand. But the Saatva brand is for their innerspring mattress, which is their original product that really fueled all of their growth for most of that time period. And that's what we have here today. So we're excited to be showing you this product. So the first thing we like to describe when we do a review is the comfort level, or how much softness is in this mattress. And in the case of the Saatva, this is a mattress that's available in 3 comfort levels. They call them the firm, the luxury firm, and the plush soft. And they're also available, the mattress itself, in 2 heights, thicknesses, 14.75 inches and 11.5 inches. But that actually doesn't affect the comfort. Those are identical from a comfort standpoint, as well as all other attributes. It's purely an aesthetic thing. So basically that means the differences are somewhere buried deep down at the very bottom of the mattress, so they don't affect your experience. But as far as what we're on right now, this is the luxury firm, so the middle of the 3. And according to Saatva, this is by far their most popular comfort level. Something like 80% of their customers choose this option. So in terms of the softness of this option, when we characterize these things, we try to think of them in terms of like soft, firm, medium. This is a mattress that we would say is just a little bit firmer than medium. So we would characterize it as what we call a medium firm. So now let's dive into the details of what's actually in the Saatva mattress. And as you may recall, we are on the 14.5-inch version of the Saatva. And one thing that's interesting to note right off the bat is that the 14.5-inch Saatva is actually more like 16 inches when you include this Euro pillow top on the top. So it appears that Saatva is understating the height of this mattress, which is kind of interesting and cool. So in any event, what you may know about this mattress already is that this is an innerspring mattress. But what you may not know is that it actually contains 2 types of coils. It contains connected coils on the bottom half of the mattress, which are, as they sound, coils that are tied together, literally at the top and the bottom, so that they work together as a unit. Imagine how if you press on this coil, it would bring down this coil next to it a little bit. And if you press hard enough on it, it would also bring down the one over here, and so on. So what connected coils are really good for is, well, number one, they probably create the most bounce of any type of coil. Number 2, what they are particularly good at is preventing the mattress from becoming compressed too much in any one area, because they're working together as a unit. So basically that makes them more resistant to sagging in any given area of the mattress. So that is the type of coil that's used in the sort of fundamental underlying support of the mattress. And then above that, you have a row of 4-inch pocketed coils. Now what pocketed coils excel at is 2 things. Number 1, conforming more closely to your body's curves than coils can when they're connected to each other, of course. And number 2 is motion isolation. So we'll talk about more in the later sections of the video how these materials manifest themselves in the actual features and characteristics of the mattress. But above the 4-inch pocketed coils, you have essentially foam, bio-based foam, meaning that it's foam that is comprised at least partially from, in most cases, the soy plant. And then around the perimeter of the mattress, you have more of this bio-based foam that's being used to create a strong edge. It's basically a foam block perimeter going all the way around the edge of the mattress. And again, we'll talk about what effect that has for edge support. And then in the middle of the mattress, what you have is an interesting new feature designed to create better support in the lumbar area of your back. And that's the only part of the mattress that uses any memory foam. And we'll talk about kind of the degree to which you feel the memory foam there. But what I will say right now is that this lumbar feature is noticeable. Now I might be more finely tuned to feel these types of things than the average sleeper, but when I sat down on this mattress, I could definitely feel it. And I could also feel it in a very pronounced way, the difference when I lie across the mattress, for example. So if I lie across this mattress east-west, it feels different to me than when I lie north-south across that lumbar support area. So it's a real thing. And wrapping around all of that is a cover that has a few unique attributes. Number one, it does contain organic cotton. Number two, it has this unique quilting pattern built in. At least it's very unique amongst online mattresses. And it definitely resembles more a mattress that you might find in a traditional store, and gives it the mattress sort of an interesting feel. And we'll talk more about how that affects your experience on the mattress later in the video. And the other thing we want to note about the cover and the exterior in general is that the construction quality appears very high. I mean, we can tug at this thing and yank it, and it's just appears to be very well made and just very solid. So I hope that's a helpful overview of the materials and construction in the Saatva mattress. So now let's get into the two things that absolutely everybody must get from their mattress, which are back support and pressure relief. So I'm going to start out by just lying down on my back, which is the position that I personally sleep in the majority of the night. And just for context, I'm about 6 feet tall, not quite 200 pounds. And what I can tell you is that in this position on the luxury firm version of the Saatva, my back is very well supported. Just to illustrate this, I can reach under here, and I mean, it's a very tight fit, and what that's telling me is that the mattress is reaching up and supporting that lumbar area of my back. But at the same time, my hips are allowed to sink into the mattress just enough, but not too much, in order to allow for that natural curvature at the bottom of my spine to be in that proper neutral position. So for me, in that position, that's a great match. And I actually think that most back sleepers would be pretty well served on this luxury firm version, whether heavier or lighter. Maybe someone who's substantially heavier might be considering the firm version of this. But otherwise, I think a back sleeper is going to be well suited by the luxury firm model. I think as for stomach sleepers, I actually think this is a pretty good fit for me as a stomach sleeper as well. Like, I didn't spend a lot of time on my stomach on this mattress, but I can lay here and it feels to me clear that my midsection is being adequately supported to avoid any kind of overarching of my back in this position, which is the key thing you want to watch out for on your stomach. Again, I would say that if you're significantly heavier than me, you probably want to think about the firm version of the mattress if you're a stomach sleeper. But otherwise, I think the luxury firm is probably a good fit for you as a stomach sleeper. With regards to side sleepers, this is the area where I think, again, for me, I felt like my spine is pretty well aligned here in this position. The only thing I noticed is that the top of my spine is just a little bit tilted up in such a way that could be a little bit better if my shoulders were allowed to sink a little deeper into the mattress than they are. So that being said, I probably, even for me as a side sleeper, I probably would stick with the luxury firm model. I wouldn't go with any of the other choices. However, if I were someone lighter than me, particularly 50 pounds lighter or more, then I might, and I were a side sleeper, then I feel like I'd probably be better suited from a spinal alignment standpoint on the soft version of this mattress. Because at that point, I just don't think you'd get enough, you would sink into the mattress in your pointy parts enough to keep the spine in proper alignment on your side. Now, when you're on your side, this is also the position that you really need to think most about pressure relief, because this is the position where your body's weight is distributed over the smallest surface area. And that's why you're most likely to experience pressure points in your shoulders or in your hips. And what I can tell you is that on this mattress, I have not experienced pressure points, which is good. I do think that if you're someone who has very acute pressure relief needs, perhaps you're a bit older or you have fibromyalgia or something like that, then you might be better off, more well served by a mattress that is a little softer than this, or one perhaps that has memory foam up near the top, acting as a pressure relieving material. But I think for most people who have more ordinary pressure relief needs, like me, I think you'd be well served by this mattress from a pressure relief standpoint. And I think that if you are someone who is significantly lighter than me, as we talked about from a back support standpoint, I think likewise someone lighter than me who's a side sleeper would also be better served on the soft version of this mattress from a pressure relief standpoint. Because again, I think that the softness in this mattress, being a medium firm level of softness, probably is going to feel a little bit firm on your side to someone significantly lighter than me. But for someone significantly heavier than me, I don't think I see a point where you're likely to encounter pressure relief issues, because I don't think I see a point where you're likely to bottom out on this mattress, which is where a heavier side sleeper can run into pressure relief issues. In this mattress, so much of the additional weight is going to be absorbed by the 11 inches of coils in this mattress that I just don't see a likelihood that you're ever going to kind of bottom out on some very, very firm surface that's going to kind of give you pressure points. So generally speaking, I think even a heavier side sleeper would be well served from a pressure relief standpoint on the luxury firm version of the Saatva mattress. So now we're going to get into some of the more preference-based characteristics. The first one of which is responsiveness, meaning to what degree does the mattress have that sort of slowly melting into the bed memory feel versus a quickly responding bounce. And now this is a mattress that obviously has a lot of coils, but it also has a little bit of memory foam. But we probably would emphasize here a little bit. You can kind of see the memory foam here if you press down on this middle section where the memory foam lives in this mattress, I think just in this lumbar area. And you can see a little bit of slow response just at the surface there that you don't really see even over here. However, the overwhelming characteristic of this mattress on this dimension is the bounce. Okay, so now when we think about bounce, we usually think about it sort of in progressive layers going down the mattress. So we first think about it like, how bouncy is this sort of top surface, which I would say is like a little bit bouncy. It's not as springy as something that has like latex or microcoils right up at the top, but it definitely has a little bit of bounce to it. And then we look at it with this 16-pound bowling ball, which we can drop on the mattress, even on this memory foam area, and you see quite a big bounce. If you've watched any of our other videos, you know that that is definitely a much bigger bounce than we see with certainly all foam mattresses, even ones with latex or anything like that. And then the last thing we're going to do is take a look at the deep bounce, as we call it, which is when I take my whole 200 pounds and I plop them down on the mattress. And that really illustrates the bounce of this mattress. I mean, it's bouncy enough that I can even kind of just bounce very easily. So Generally speaking, how we characterize this mattress is this is not a mattress, in spite of having a little bit of memory foam, that we would say has any of that sort of memory feel. And it does have a substantial amount of bounce. So it's a great match if you like bounce. And we would put it definitely well over towards that quick response side of the spectrum. Another preference-based characteristic that we always cover in our reviews is cushioning depth. And typically we talk about how some people prefer to sleep more in their mattress and some people prefer to sleep more on their mattress. And in this case with the Saatva, this is a really interesting property because let's start by looking at this 16-pound bowling ball. And what you can see here is, if you've watched any of our other videos, the amount that this is sort of would appear to be sinking into the mattress is a lot. It's certainly more than average, which would suggest deeper than average cushioning. And that has a lot to do with these really fluffy tufts up on the top of the mattress. But let's now switch to me as I lie on the mattress. And again, bear in mind the degree to which you're going to sink into any mattress will depend a lot on your weight and your body shape and your sleep position. But based on this, I would characterize this mattress as more of a medium cushioning depth. Now, that said, what we would also add is that the slope here, the descent towards my body as the mattress sinks under my body, is very gradual, much more gradual than other mattresses with medium cushioning depth. And as a result of that, combined with this quilting pattern on the top, which has these undulations, you're not feeling the mattress, the surface of the mattress up against your body the way you would on a typical medium cushioning depth mattress. You're not getting the equivalent amount of cradling or hug from the mattress that you would get on another medium cushioning depth. And the overall sensation of the mattress is more of floating on top of the mattress, more consistent with a bit of a shallower cushioning depth mattress. So overall, what we would say is that this mattress is a better fit for someone who prefers that sensation of floating on top of their mattress than for someone who prefers that sensation of really being hugged by their mattress. Another characteristic we evaluate in mattresses is motion isolation, which, as you may know, is to what degree is the person on that side of the mattress going to be feeling the disturbances or activity that happens on this side of the mattress. So to test that, we're going to first drop this 16-pound bowling ball, and we're going to just see to what extent the bowling pin moves. Now, in case you're wondering, we have the bowling pin a little closer to this middle of the mattress than it might seem normal, and that's because this is a king-size mattress, and we want to be consistent with the queen mattresses that we've tested. So we're trying to be consistent in terms of the distance between the bowling ball and the bowling pin. But as I drop this, you see that the bowling pin does move a little bit, but it doesn't tip over. And that's because of the pocketed coils that are in the top half of this mattress, which are good for motion isolation and are doing a good job in absorbing the motion from that bowling ball. Now though, I'm gonna drop 200 pounds down on the mattress. Now, recognize that is not the most considerate way to get into bed if you're trying to not disturb your partner. That being said, the bowling pin did tip over, which is because of the bottom layer of coils, which are connected coils. And connected coils basically don't isolate motion, they are connected. So when I drop down here, the coils underneath there were affected as well. So overall, what we would say is that Saatva, this mattress, has okay motion isolation, but certainly not the best. Another consideration we want to touch on very briefly is the ease of repositioning on the mattress, because this can be important for some people. And not surprisingly, this is a strength of the Saatva mattress. These coils in this mattress make it very easy to move around and reposition. So if that's a concern for you, you're good on the Saatva mattress. Another important concern for some people is temperature or sleeping hot. And I wanted to mention that this is not something that I've had an issue with on the Saatva mattress. However, I'm not someone who's generally prone to sleeping hot. So I wanted to go a level deeper than that and say that in general, I don't think that the Saatva mattress is the type of mattress that you're likely to encounter overheating issues with because of a couple reasons. Number one, we talked about how the cushioning depth, the nature of it, is not particularly contouring, not closely contouring to your body. And one of the benefits of that is that more of your body's surface area is exposed to the air and therefore allowed to breathe and dispel heat, which is the biggest thing that basically enables your body to regulate its own temperature during the night. The second reason is that this mattress, as we talked about, is principally coils. The top 3 inches or so are foams. However, below that, it's basically air. So there's a lot of opportunity for the heat after it leaves your body and travels through the foam to at least get to air relatively quickly, as opposed to being trapped in your mattress. So on balance, we don't think that you are overly likely to encounter temperature issues on the Saatva mattress. Another important consideration for many people is the degree of natural materials contained in the mattress, or maybe more so just the lack of harmful chemicals. And with regards to the former, this is an area where we've definitely seen some confusion amongst GoodBed users with regards to the Saatva mattress in particular. And so we just wanted to be clear that this is not an organic mattress, nor does Saatva claim it to be an organic mattress. However, I can see how there is this confusion because, for example, the word organic is printed on the cover of the mattress, for one, which is meant to refer to the fact that there is organic cotton in this cover. Also, the words environmentally friendly mattress are used on the mattress and on the website, which again is meant to, I think, refer to the fact that the foams in this mattress are bio-based foams, which are 20 to 30% typically based on soy, a natural product, but the remainder is still a petroleum-based foam. So this by no means is an organic mattress or even a natural mattress. That being said, if your principal concern is about the use of harmful chemicals, what you can take reassurance from is, number one, this mattress is predominantly steel coils, which do not off-gas at all. And number two, the relatively small amount of foam in this mattress, I say relatively relative to many online mattresses which are entirely foam, is all certified to the CertiPure standard, which is a standard that looks for the presence of harmful materials as well as off-gassing, and certifies that neither are present beyond some minimally acceptable threshold. So with regards to those things, we definitely think that there is a lot that you can take comfort in the Saatva mattress. Another important consideration for some people is edge support. So this is something we always look at in our reviews. And as you can see here right off the bat, as I'm sitting on the edge, the amount of dip is relatively minimal, especially relative to other mattresses that we have reviewed. And as I switch here to laying on the mattress, I think you really can get a clear sense, and I always get my shoulder blade right on the edge of the mattress for consistency. You can get a very clear sense of just how good the edge support is here. I mean, I can literally rest here and honestly fall asleep here and not feel unstable. It's a very strong edge, and that's because this mattress has a foam encasement, meaning all around the perimeter of the mattress is a block of very firm foam that is specifically designed to keep a strong edge and thereby kind of maximize the sleepable surface area of the mattress. So edge support, definitely a strength of the Saatva mattress. Another important factor when you're buying a mattress online is return policy, because you won't be able to try the Saatva mattress in a store before you buy it. This is why Saatva offers a very generous return policy. They will allow you to try this mattress in your home for 120 nights. And if for whatever reason during that time you decide you don't like this mattress, you can return it, no questions asked. And in fact, they'll even come pick it up from you. And the only thing that you would not be refunded in that instance is the original $99 delivery fee, which, if you're wondering why there is a $99 delivery fee, it's because this is not a mattress that comes stuffed in a box delivered by UPS. This is a mattress that comes fully expanded, delivered on a truck by two guys who bring it not only to your doorstep, but all the way into your home and up into your bedroom. And so that is called white glove delivery service. They'll set it up for you, remove the packaging, and for a small extra fee, they'll even take away your old mattress. So that's the only thing in the event that you decide to return the Saatva mattress that you'd be out of pocket. But overall, we would say that this return policy is something that should give you some extra confidence in giving the Saatva mattress a try. Another important consideration for just about every mattress shopper is value. And when we think about value, we always think about what does it cost, what's in it, and how long do we think it's going to last. In terms of the cost, the Saatva is $999 in a queen size. And that's for either the 11.5 inch or the 14.5 inch version of the mattress that we show here. They also offer a matching foundation, which some people may call a box spring, although there aren't springs in it. And that's an additional $250. And that comes in either the standard 8-inch version or a low profile 4-inch version. And in terms of what you're getting, the best way to think about the Saatva is it's very similar, it feels very equivalent to a higher end innerspring mattress that you might find in your local store. And it does feature something that a lot of those mattresses would not have, which is coil-on-coil construction. And we've talked about some of the benefits of that. In total, you have 1,300 coils in this mattress, 400 in that connected coil unit on the bottom, and 900 in that pocketed coil unit closer to the top. And above that, of course, you have this Euro pillow top, which adds softness and pressure relief to the mattress. And then they've gone above and beyond some of their online competitors in a few ways. They've added some edge support features to really give the mattress a strong edge and a maximal sleeping surface. They've added some lumbar support in this area of the mattress. And they've added a few green touches, such as using organic cotton in the cover, as well as using bio-based foam instead of just pure polyurethane foam. And all of that is wrapped in a package that just feels very substantial. We've talked about how we've pulled and tugged and poked and prodded this thing, and it's very sturdy, and it's got these nice side panels with this nice piping. Everything about this mattress really does feel just very substantial and well built. And that kind of does bring us to the longevity piece, which is that in our view, this is a mattress that definitely does feel like it's built to last. And we do believe that the coil-on-coil construction used in this mattress should enhance the longevity relative to a traditional pocketed coil mattress. So when we look at this just kind of on a relative basis compared to some of the options that you might find similar in a local mattress store, we do think that this offers a very good value. And even when we compare this to some of the online peers at that $999 price point or thereabouts, we definitely feel like this is a mattress that feels a lot more substantial than a lot of those mattresses. And it also does go above and beyond in a few ways, like we talked about earlier, relative to many of those competitors. So even in comparison to those options, we also think that Saatva offers a good value. So just to summarize some of the things we've covered in this video, the Saatva mattress is either a 14.5 inch or 11.5 inch mattress that in either case probably has an inch to an inch and a half of extra loft that the company isn't even giving itself credit for. We talked about how it has a coil-on-coil construction with this Euro pillow top above that, and that it comes in 3 comfort levels, the plush soft, luxury firm, and firm. We talked about how if you're someone who is a side sleeper and is substantially lighter than I am, that you might want to think about that softer version of the Saatva. And we talked about if you're someone who's substantially heavier than me and a stomach sleeper, or maybe even a back sleeper, then you might want to think about the firm version of the Saatva. We also talked about how if you're someone who really likes that slowly melting into the bed memory feel, you're not going to get any of that on the Saatva mattress. Likewise, if you're someone who really likes that feeling of being kind of hugged or cradled by your mattress, you're not really going to get much of that either. And similarly, if you're someone for whom motion isolation is a critical consideration, then the Saatva mattress might not be the optimal mattress for you. However, if you're someone who really likes that traditional mattress feel, if you're someone who wants a mattress with excellent edge support and a mattress that has bounce, then we definitely do think that the Saatva mattress offers a very good value relative to a lot of other options you're likely to find in your local mattress store. And on top of that, and relative to those options, it actually throws in a few green touches that you're not likely to find in those choices. So all in all, if you feel like the criteria and considerations that we described in this video are a good match for you, then we definitely think that the Saatva mattress is one that you should consider. So we hope you found this video helpful in determining whether the Saatva mattress is the right one for you. If you're still not sure though, we'd recommend that you go to GoodBed.com and take our mattress match quiz, which you can find right up in the header of any page of our website. This quiz will walk you through all the same criteria and considerations that we covered in the video, and ultimately will show you products available both online as well as in your local stores that best match your personal needs and preferences. And once you've taken the quiz, you can even navigate to any of the product pages on our website, including for the Saatva mattress in each of its 3 comfort levels, and find your personal match score for those products. So we definitely think that's a helpful resource that you ought to take advantage of. In the meantime though, we thank you for watching and we hope you sleep well.